Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, June 8th. You'll be interested to know. 77 years ago, today, in 1949, George Orwell released his novel titled 1984, a stark, imaginative political fable that painted a vivid vision of surveillance and authoritarian control. The novel reshaped public understanding of privacy, language, and power, becoming a touchstone for debates about freedom and inspiring lasting cultural and political dialogue. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. This morning, it's looking fair with waves around 2 to 3 plus feet and a south-southwest ground swell. Conditions are clean early, but will shift to fair as the onshore winds pick up throughout the day. Expect the swell to build to 3 to 4 plus feet by late afternoon, with onshore winds increasing to around 10 miles per hour. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 2-foot outgoing mid-tide, when the southwest swell is 2 feet at 15 seconds and the offshore wind is 2 miles per hour. The first low tide on Monday will be 1 foot at 10 a.m., followed by a 4.5-foot high tide at 5. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 66 degrees for the water temperature. Expect clean conditions with waves ranging from 4 to 6 feet on Tuesday, with light south winds. Wednesday sees a slight increase in size, reaching 5 to 7 plus feet, but conditions may become choppy as the day progresses. By Thursday, expect a decrease to 3 to 5 feet, with fair conditions prevailing, especially in the morning. This morning, it's cloudy and it feels like 67 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 8:04, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:42. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog after 5 p.m., but it will become partly sunny with a high near 68 and a light south breeze around 7 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 68. Tonight, expect patchy fog before 11 p.m. with mostly cloudy skies, a low around 59, and a light south breeze around 8 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Tuesday will be mostly sunny with a high near 69 and a south-southwest breeze up to 10 miles per hour, with patchy fog developing after 11 p.m. and a low around 63. Wednesday will start with patchy fog before 11 a.m., then become mostly sunny with a high near 73 and a low near 64 Wednesday night, followed by mainly mostly sunny and mild conditions Thursday and Friday, with highs near 74 and nights in the mid-60s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, NBC News reported that the battle for second place in the primary race for LA mayor has tightened, with Councilmember Nithya Raman trailing former reality television star Spencer Pratt by approximately 7,500 votes. Democratic incumbent Mayor Karen Bass remains in the lead with 34.81% of the vote, according to the latest tally from the Los Angeles County Registrar Recorder/County Clerk. Pratt holds 27.32%, while Raman is just 1.1 behind at 26.21%. Political contributor Dr. Fernando Guerra noted that if Raman duplicates her recent voter turnout, she could surpass Pratt. An additional update on election results is expected on Sunday. Now on to sports. The New York Knicks will look to put the San Antonio Spurs on the brink of elimination when they battle in Game 3 of the NBA Finals 2026 on Monday night. New York grabbed a commanding 2-0 series lead with a 105-104 victory on Friday. Tip-off from Madison Square Garden in New York City is set for 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Knicks are a 2.5-point favorite, with the over/under for total points scored set at 216.5. The Sportsline projection model, after simulating the matchup 10,000 times, is predicting the under on total points scored. The model projects the Spurs will score a total of 214 points combined. In local sports, the Dodgers took a tough loss to the Angels yesterday, dropping yesterday's finale 5-13 at Dodger Stadium. Dalton Rushing was the bright spot, going 4 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs, while Ohtani and Freeman each added 2 hits. But the pitching staff couldn't keep up. Starter Emmett Sheehan lasted just 1 1/3 innings. Still sitting pretty at 42-24, the boys in blue head to Pittsburgh tomorrow afternoon at 3:40 to open a 3-game set against the Pirates. Eric Lauer takes the mound against Paul Skeens, the Pirates' young right-hander looking to make his mark in year 2. The Dodgers have been a model of consistency all season with Ohtani and Freeman leading the way, but baseball at PNC Park can be unpredictable, and the Pirates will be hungry at home. Meanwhile, the Lakers front office is focused on the future. Rob Pelinka made it clear that Luka Doncic is the franchise cornerstone, and the roster will be tailored to his strengths. LA is exploring potential moves for center Mitchell Robinson and should have some financial flexibility heading into the draft on June 23rd. Over on the ice, the Kings wrapped up their coaching search with DJ Smith and Jay Woodcroft as the final 2 candidates. The team expects to announce a hire within the next couple of weeks. In top news, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake rocks the southern Philippines, causing damage and 1-meter tsunami waves. The quake struck at 7:37 a.m., centered at sea about 13 kilometers southwest of General Santos. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. urged people to evacuate to higher ground, as tsunami warnings were issued for coastal areas in Indonesia and Malaysia. There were no immediate reports of casualties, but some buildings collapsed in General Santos. Tsunami waves up to 3 meters were possible on some coasts of the Philippines. Aftershocks of up to magnitude 6.5 followed. In business news, Bitcoin is cratering, but a new Wall Street crypto hype is on the rise. In a small corner of the crypto market, investors are rushing in instead of heading for the exits. So-called HYP exchange-traded funds are attracting new assets at a time when leading cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ether, are declining. Since their launch, these products have raised close to $150 million and have mostly experienced positive inflow days. This market is only 1% penetrated into its potential, according to Matt Hogan, Chief Investment Officer at Bitwise. Hyperliquid, a decentralized perpetual futures exchange, has quickly caught attention as a new asset class. Investors are drawn to its revenue model, where 99% of fees generated are used to buy back IP. As of Friday, the Grayscale Hyperliquid staking ETFs had $4.5 million in assets. Experts believe that as awareness grows, these funds could accelerate mainstream adoption. However, competition remains high, and the platform is still unavailable in the United States. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is up 0.5% over the weekend to $63,000. Ethereum is down 3% to just under $1,700. And XRP is up 1% to $1.15. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, We are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. NASA will wear high-tech Prada long johns to the moon. The liquid cooling and ventilation garment, known as LCVG, will be worn underneath the Axiom Extravehicular Mobility Unit spacesuit during the Artemis 4th mission in 2028. This base layer will provide cooling and comfort to astronauts, circulating cold water through embedded tubes to whisk heat away from their bodies. Unlike older cooling suits, the LCVG features a backup system. Additionally, it houses a ventilation system that supplies fresh oxygen and directs exhaled carbon dioxide for recirculation. This collaboration continues NASA's tradition of blending high-tech materials with high-fashion design. And in entertainment news, John Lithgow is only getting better with age. With his latest Tony Awards win for actor in a play for Giant, Lithgow, 80, became the oldest man ever to win a competitive acting Tony. The record was previously held by Roy Dotrice at 77. Lithgow also opened the longest gap between competitive acting Tony wins in the awards history at 53 years. His first came in 1973, surpassing Angela Lansbury's previous mark of 43 years. The victory puts Lithgow in a rare club of 4 performers. Lithgow expressed gratitude, stating, "I'm such a lucky actor." Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American novelist and short story writer S. Scott Fitzgerald. And he said, "The test of a first-rate intelligence is the ability to hold 2 opposed ideas in mind at the same time and still retain the ability to function." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.